There was once a girl called EBELEJANWO. She lived with her father, her wicked stepmother, and her lazy sister. Though she was young, life had already placed a heavy load on her shoulders. Ebeleja, as her father fondly called her, did all the house chores, fetched water from the stream, cleaned the entire compound, washed everyone's clothes, and still cooked food for the entire family. Her stepsister did nothing, she only ate and lay around, yet Ebeleja never complained. In that village, there was a special market day, a day elders spoke in low voices. On that day, people from different places came to trade, but everyone knew the truth. Spirits also came to buy and sell. On one market day, after everyone had finished buying and selling and were returning to their homes, Ebeleja remained at home, tending to her duties. That evening, a knock came at the door. When Ebeleja opened it, she saw an elderly woman, bent with age, her eyes deep and unreadable. Politely, Ebeleja greeted her.
What do you seek, Mama? My child, I am thirsty. May I have a cup of water?
Of course, grandmother. Here you are.
Without hesitation, Ebeleja fetched water in her stepmother's golden cup and handed it to the old woman respectfully. The woman drank and left. Ebeleja did not notice that the cup went with her. When her stepmother returned and asked for her golden cup, panic filled the house. Ebeleja searched everywhere but could not find it. Then she remembered the old woman. When she explained, the stepmothers had showed no mercy. Though it was late at night, she commanded Ebeleja.
Go and retrieve my cup from the spirit world.
Ebeleja begged. She cried, but the stepmother refused, for she believed this was the perfect way to get rid of her. So Ebeleja entered the forest and crossed into the spirit world. That same night, her father returned and asked for Ebeleja. The stepmother lied and said she had wandered away. In the spirit world, Ebeleja found the old woman's house and knocked. When the door opened, she politely asked for the golden cup and explained that it belonged to her stepmother. The woman welcomed her but said, "You cannot return to the human world tonight. You will stay here for 3 days." And so the testing began. On the first day, the old woman gave Ebeleja a tuber of yam and dried fish to cook, to eat and leave some for her. When the old woman left, Ebeleja prepared the food, but ate only the yam peel and fish bones, leaving the good food untouched. When the old woman returned and asked why she had not eaten, Ebeleja replied gently that she had eaten and the food in the pot was meant for her. The old woman smiled. Ebeleja had passed the first test. On the second day, the old woman asked Ebeleja to scrub her back, a back covered with hard scales. Ebeleja did not refuse. She used the back of her palm until it became bruised and sore. When the old woman asked to see her hands, Ebeleja showed only her palm and said nothing was wrong. She had passed the second test. On the third day, being the last day, the old woman asked Ebeleja to be honest about her appearance.
I am a spirit. I am hideous. Tell me the truth.
Mama, there is nothing wrong with how you look. You are perfect just the way you are.
Ebeleja passed the final test. Then she placed 2 pots before Ebeleja, one big one and one small one. Ebeleja chose the small pot. Satisfied, the old woman dressed Ebeleja in royalty and beauty. She then instructed Ebeleja to break the pot when she reached home. A gentle wind carried Ebeleja back to her father's compound, placing her softly on the iroko tree at the center of her father's compound. When the villagers saw her, they were amazed. She looked like a queen. Her father wept for joy. As instructed, Ebelijah broke the pot, and wealth beyond imaginations poured out. Gold, silver, riches, fine clothes, houses. Ebelijah became the wealthiest in the village. When the stepmother saw Ebelijah's wealth, her heart filled with jealousy. She ordered her own lazy daughter to do exactly what Ebelijah had done, hoping to gain even greater riches. On the next market day, the lazy girl gave water to the same old woman and insisted the old woman go with the golden cup. She was sent into the spirit world. The lazy girl immediately. Still, she welcomed her and said, "You will stay here for 3 days." Just as she had done with Ebelijah, the old woman gave the lazy girl a tuber of yam and dried fish to cook. The girl cooked the food, sat down, and ate everything. She left nothing behind. When the old woman returned and asked about her food, the girl said nothing. The old woman said nothing too, but she remembered. On the second day, the old woman asked the lazy girl to scrub her back. The girl complained bitterly.
Do you want to destroy my hands? Your back is too hard.
She scrubbed carelessly and showed her bruised palms angrily. The old woman watched quietly. The third and final trial. The old woman asked her,
Tell me the truth. How do I look?
You are ugly, you are hideous, and you look frightening.
The spirit's eyes darkened. The tests were over. On the day of her return, the old woman brought 2 pots, one small one and one big one. The lazy girl quickly grabbed the big pot. A dangerous wind carried her back to the human world, slamming her body against hard surface. Her bone broke. When she reached home, her greedy mother ignored her injuries and smashed the pot. Instead of wealth, masquerade with long canes poured out and flogged both mother and daughter. Kindness opens doors greed can never enter.